things planned. But we're very grateful to you for being here with us, for taking the time, and hopefully you will be able to do for us something that we have not been able to do as yet. I'm going to start by playing a few slides which will give you just a brief peek into who and what Harcourts is, and then we'll move on to briefing you on what the exact nature of this press conference is. That Harcourts has won over the last 25 years. Not to blow our own horn or praise our own tail, but just to indicate. Please put your phones on silent until we finish this. Thank you. Okay, well, a task that we don't take lightly. We've put our heart and soul into this, and that is why we have got where we are. It hasn't been overnight. It has been a success based entirely on hard work, and normally the Consumer Affairs Authority would be permitted to or would need to take action. Any consumer, there has been no complaint from any, any competitor. Nonetheless, the Consumer Affairs Authority decided to go on this search mission, let me say that for now. And starting with several of our pharmacies. Initially they went to Grand Pass, and as you can figure, the area in Grand Pass, it's hot, it's humid, there's a lot of dust, there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of movement. So you would expect to see, or you can understand, visualizing in your head, that it is a slightly different atmosphere. In this atmosphere, they searched our pharmacy, they searched the retail stores, and one area that is demarcated for expired goods, which, as we proceed with this presented area, we took the preemptive step of informing them that what was stored in this demarcated area was expired goods, goods that were waiting destruction. This will initially show you this is actually what happened with these guys. They came in on the 26th. Whatever has come back from the pharmacies because it's damaged or destroyed or there's some sort of problem is stored in this area, and then when it reaches a minimum of 3 tons, we send it down to Putlam to dig up a blister pack. You'll find the details all in your press pack. A blister pack is literally 5 tablets. In the midst, we intended to repack and sell these goods to you, and basically they portray to you an image. Asking for an explanation or calling us for an inquiry. So how can you go all out and tell the general public and tell people in the media something as big as this 500 million worth of damaged product? 500 million worth of expired good to prove it. There's nothing to further prosecute us. I mean, in all good faith, if this was maintain the quality of product that we have given this country, nothing has come down on that. We have not in any way compromised in that. So I think pretty much I've told you the story of what needs to be done. There's just a few more videos and cuttings that we can show you. Yeah, like I said, I want to go back. Post off as directed by the authority under the supervision of guidelines that we are issued and the guidelines that we were very strictly following and have been following for the last 25 years. So this is the area that was raided. As you can see, it's demarcated clearly and locked. Going in,
ගබඩාවේ තිබී කල්ලිකුත්තු කායවර්ධන ඖෂධ මෙන්ම සුවඳ විලවුන් තොගයක්ද සොයාගැනුණා. වසර 4කට වඩා අධික කාලයක් කල්ලිකුත්තු ඇති මෙම ඖෂධවල වටිනාකම රුපියල් කෝටි 50කට අධික බවයි පාරිභෝගික අධිකාරිය පවසන්නේ. පරණ ලේබල් ගලවා අලුත් ලේබල් ගැසීමෙන් අනතුරුව මේවා වෙළඳපොළට නිකුත් කර ඇති අතර සිද්ධිය සම්බන්ධයෙන් නීතිමය පියවර ගැනීමට අදාළව ආයතනයේ කළමනාකරුගෙන්
integrity for the last 25 years. We are a trusted household name. Don't take that away from us, and more importantly, don't take that security away.
Starting out, hoping that 4 years according to what it said, 4 years, why is this fact being stored in this location for such a long time?
No, actually that's wrong. If a sample had come to us by mistake, we informed the principals and we have got correspondence to that effect. And the principals have told us to discard it. Very small quantity, there were not even 5-10 boxes. So they were kept separately. It was in the garbage. It was not, even when they went and raided all our pharmacies, they didn't find a single capsule available for sale. So actually, since it was not suitable for consumption, we had discarded the box. We have not put it for sale. It is in the garbage. As she rightly said, it was like in the mortuary. What did that really happen?
Now the allegation show that you all are...
No, that is an allegation. No?
Yeah, it also shows that you all are...
No, there is nothing like that. That was because this is what they are presuming.
So what you're saying, according to the clips,
Yeah.
they showed that you were pasting some sort of a...
No, that was not what
So
we
what you're
pasted. They
saying is
pasted this.
consumer authority people bought these labels and pasted on them.
No. We don't want to say that, and we are not saying that also. Those were some of the discarded labels and packs that were in the garbage. That is why we are not ready
Which
for sale.
underneath also had a date, and over that there was...
No, those were all discarded. There were no dates like that. It was all discarded. If that was so, they are all the reason. Because even today, their argument is that this is already in the expired stores. This was not in the general stores available for sale. First of all, they inspected the general stores, the main stores. They found everything in order. Then they demanded we open the expired stores because we had received instructions from the Ministry of Health to keep the expired stocks in a separate area. Now, if you see, really it says defective, unsaleable goods to be kept separately. That is what we actually done. Now, not only our stores, they have raided a few other stores also. Everywhere, this is the same story. But
How long has this been piled up there?
It's about 6 months to 1 year. Last year, we have already destroyed it through the Holcim. We have got the certificate and the letter. Last year, we destroyed it every year because the Holcim does not take just 100 grams or 500 grams or kilos to take. They need at least 5 to 6 tons because it has to be transported to Footler. So we collect it. By law, we are allowed to keep it because the expired goods, we are not supposed to destroy or we are not even supposed to build. There was no evidence of repacking or labeling and put it for sale. If that was so, we wouldn't have been here today.
If your integrity is beyond question, why did the department concerned target you for this investigation?
That is our question as well, because now the problem is this, there may be people who are competitors, there may be people who want to take opportunities, there may be opportunities who want to take advantages. It's like this,
Just a minute, there are so many other pharmaceuticals dealers, quite like you.
If I may take your question, sir, there actually have been raids conducted on several other pharmaceutical companies as well. Pharmaceutical dealers, it's just that Harcourts happens to be a known brand and a known name, whereas a lot of the other pharmaceutical companies are the dealers behind the scenes who give to the smaller pharmacies. But there have been raids conducted. In fact, there was one conducted just before this incident, where again, there was absolutely nothing found. However, the raid was conducted. There was a lot of media interest brought in, and the company was even, came to the point of having to be closed down. It didn't, but it happened.
Actually, their allegation is for storing discarded stocks, for storing expired stocks. But we have gone by the CDDRA guidelines. That is, the Ministry of Health has given us a guideline how we should store expired goods, not to mix up with the general stocks that we are kept for sale.
So what action are you taking now against the department concerned?
Actually,
because if you say that you have been unjustly targeted, and that means you are at right to take action against the department concerned.
No, actually, we have already had it out. Our lawyers are studying it. Very soon they will come out with the necessary solution.
So what do you want us to do? You don't want us at all?
No, we are definitely. No, actually, we have given the case to the lawyers. They are studying the papers and they will take a suitable action to protect our interest. Now, you as journalists and people in the media, what we want to say is to protect our name, and we want to give our true picture. Because what has been given before the public is a wrong picture.
Have you contested what we have seen on the screen?
Yes, we have contested.
That means you have contested.
Let me say, to
Yes.
contest it, although they have gone to the media, up to now there is no allegation. For us to know what is our allegation, for as a lawyer who's appearing for this company, we are yet to find out what is the allegation. We are like, now it's 1 month. Even after 1 month, the Consumer Affairs Authority has not informed us that there is a court action pending. You saw the extent. You saw the extent as to what they went to the public. They showed to the public that there is a huge issue in respect of medical supplies in this country. So is this the attitude of a responsible organization? If there is a problem, why aren't we taken before court? We are not taken before court. Now we are sitting 1 month after the raid. Up to now, with responsibility, I am saying, no notice has been sent to us asking us to appear in court. Is this the function of a responsible authority? They go to a discarded store and they find as a lawyer, I feel this is like a garbage dump. Whatever inside that is kept as garbage. Unless they find material to establish the fact that this company has changed the dates or they were in the process of doing it, where is the offense committed? You go to a garbage dump and see certain material, discarded material, and they say that this was kept to be repacked. So, if they say that, there should be identical packing material. We'll say, example.
Could I interrupt?
Yes, sir.
Now said has exposed you unjustly.
No, sir.
Not the media.
Not
What
the
we are
media.
saying is that the CAA.
Well, these people are
The thing is, the CAA had taken the media there and told them these facts.
Yeah, right. So now this has been highlighted in the press,
That's right, correct.
highlighted on TV,
That's right.
and you are competing against this what this department had done. Now, us reporting against what our media had said, that means we are exposing ourselves. Don't you think?
If I say this as a responsible authority, they take the media, they invite the media to a raid an institution, and say that there was a big, huge issue, and there was a stock of 500 million, and 500 million stock to be repacked, and this was going to the public. That is the image which was created. So, if that sort of an image was created, why aren't we before court? If it's a responsible
I
authority?
also ask you the same question. Now, if you are innocent, why haven't you?
We are in the process. We are in the process of
against.
We are in the
against
process.
the department concerned, and you should have been in court now rather than being here.
No, we are in the process. We should know. As lawyers, we should not jump the gun. We should know what our allegations are.
So what you're saying is, as lawyers, still they
Other retail outlets and checked it. Before they went even there, they checked it. Even after that, they checked whether some of those goods that are there, whether they are available for sale.
Alright, before you come to talk to us, let's say there's a month now. Did you talk to the CDDA about it?
We have already got a issued letter from the CDDA. CDDA is aware of it. CDDA was already issued as the guideline. The letter is dated about 1 week back. We have already spoken to the CDDA.
Is it copy?
Copy is there.
No, it's not.
You have a copy of the guidelines. But the CDDA is
Guidelines
not
are
just.
the guidelines.
Yeah, the CDDA is not just aware.
Kilos.
Actually, we don't have 500 million rupees worth of sellable stock. So how can a company run? How can an organization run if you have 500 million rupees worth of expense? There's something wrong.
The value is 0. Okay, but if you put it into context, that's close to about 4 million, is it?
Yeah, 40 lakhs. We have valued it in our imported price only when we do the valuation. chemicals, there is a shelf life of 18 months to 24 months. So you can't expect, for example, I target a sale of 10,000 packs of a particular brand. If I am unable to sell that within the 18 months, 3 months before expiry, I am supposed to take it out because the chemist will not take it. So where do I keep? I have to keep the stocks in the expired section, get down the principal and show him this is my expired stocks, get down the CDDA and show them this is my expired stocks, and inform the inland revenue also that this kind of expired. All those procedures we adopt and we have been following this.
And go to having a few refreshments, and of course you can speak to the board one-on-one if you so require. Thank you.